Hello, everybody. Hello for watching my YouTube video. I'm Anubha Sharma. Well, today I'm going to talk about communication. Being a communication expert, I believe that it's very important for everyone to know the definition, concept, and elements of communication. Well, whatever I'm going to discuss with you and talk to you about, if you like it, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel for more videos on more subjects, which you would really find much interesting and much informative for your life. So this my first video would help you out to know and discover the word communication. I feel communication is the most misunderstood word. People communicate, people speak, and this is what they consider quite similar. That's not so. Speaking one or more than one languages is not communication. This is one of the aspects of communication. But this is not the complete communication. Communication is something which we put across verbally as well as non-verbally. So communication is not only based on a language. It's a very wide concept. So here lies the question. So many questions, in fact, not just one question. Then what is communication? How to become an effective communicator? How to communicate well? So, to actually understand all these things, it's very, very important to know the word communication. I would define the word communication. Communication is the exchange of ideas, thoughts, expressions, emotions, even the deepest emotions. Communication can never be one-sided. It's two-sided. And two-sided communication is the most effective communication. Communication is something which can touch your deep recesses of mind, and you have the power to put them across and put them through. And then only can you say that, yes, we have mastered communication. And we can, of course, utilize this communication for the purposes of our lives. And there can be different situations. There can be, of course, the social life. It can be, of course, your professional life. It can be your personal life too. Because communication works wonders in everywhere, at every step of our life. So my next point, I'm coming again without wasting a single time after defining the word communication that we are able to pass through, pass across, put through, put across all our ideas, emotions, expressions, sentiments, thoughts to others, and that too very effectively. This is what I actually wanted to convey, and in the same nuance, in the same power, in the same spirit that was conveyed. And the second person who was involved in the communication, or many of the people who were involved in the communication who were working as listeners, understood the same as you wanted to tell them. This is communication. Elements of communication, if I talk about, the first thing which is very important for effective communication is, of course, command on language. Whatever language we are communicating in verbal communication, language plays a very prominent role. So, of course, work on your upgradation of language. The more you have command on your language, the better will be your put through. Better will be your conveying or convincing power. Secondly, if I talk about the second concept or element that works behind communication is clarity of mind. If you are clear with your vision, what you want to put through, what you want to convey to others, your communication will be honest, direct, and simple. So try to be simple, honest while communicating. Because many of the times we have found that diplomatic ideas or hazy concepts can never be transferred well despite your language command. Third, what I feel is conciseness, brevity. Brevity is the soul of it. This is what William Shakespeare said. Oh, yes, it is. The more brief you would be, the better and effective your communication would be. Because these days, people are so busy with their lives, and life has become so complicated. Just because we are living in high-paced world. So no one has time to actually think, to actually listen to you for quite a long time. No. You have to be fast, simple, and brief. Try to explain your ideas, your concepts briefly. In less words, try to put through more ideas, and they will always be welcoming. This is all what I'm telling about is verbal communication, where you require language to actually make your communication work. Next to it, which is again very important part of communication, is that whatever you are communicating, you should have thorough command on that content. Whether it's about emotions, whether it's about ideas, whether it's about thoughts, whether it's about any of the subject that you are communicating on, you should have good idea, good knowledge. Because once your knowledge is strong, your communication is bound to become effective. These were some very main points which, I have carved for you. And if you work upon them, your verbal communication is bound to improve. In my coming videos, I would work on the very deep processes of communication. And would also tell you the solutions for it. Okay, now turning to non-verbal communication. This is the communication where words are not important. Here comes your facial expressions, your body language. Like for my, if I talk about my body language right now, you must be visualizing. I'm very happy and glad to share the ideas and communication with all of you. So that happiness is something not I'm actually speaking about. It's not something I'm telling that I'm happy, I'm glad, I'm enjoying my pleasure. No, it's not. I'm simply happy, and that my facial expression conveys it. So body language, facial expressions, your hand movements, everything reflect your enthusiasm, your current status of communication. This is non-verbal. So this is also the most effective method of communication. There are many things which we can't show, which we can't express, which sometimes we even can't express in words, can be expressed through your body language, your facial expressions, your hand-body movements. So in the coming videos, I would be sharing that what is body language, what exactly body language conveys, what are the different kinds of body gestures or facial expressions or hand movements that we should work upon for our effective communication. So if you want to be effective communicator, if you want to improve your languages, I'm not talking about one language, I can talk about more languages as well. You have to definitely keep in your mind communication. This concept should be retained in mind if a person is learning a language and wants this language to come to his use in the best and optimum manner. With this, I will take your leave for today. I'll come up with my new video very soon. Thank you. Goodbye. Ciao.